EIU-Bob-Spoo. It's spelled S-P-O-O, and I'm the head football coach at Eastern Illinois University.
Welcome, Coach. Could you give us your general thoughts about the upcoming season?
Well, I think it's going to be the most competitive in my time in the OVC. Every year it gets stronger and stronger. Just from last year, you can imagine, I don't see anybody getting through this league again unscathed. 1-2 losses, something like that, will probably win the championship. So it's highly competitive. Teams are getting a lot better. They're being well coached. A lot of good football players in this conference. So I'm looking for a very tough OVC schedule.
And as the defending champions, what will it take for Eastern Illinois to repeat this season?
Well, you know, we've got to get over the hump, so to speak, of winning something and getting into the playoffs and getting bounced in that first round game. That's been a real nemesis for the last 9 times we've been in the playoffs. But just in order to get to the championship, we've got to beat a lot of good football teams. We've got a very strong football squad, I believe. I'm really excited about what they've accomplished in the off season, and I think that's where a lot of good football teams are made. They've worked extremely hard this summer in our off season program. I think they're very well aware of what it's going to take in order to get through the schedule. We've got a number of returning veterans. Willie Henderson in our offensive line is here with us. Charles James in our defensive backfield. But where we're a little bit iffy at this point in time is obviously our quarterback situation. That's a position that we had 2 senior quarterbacks that are graduated now. Whoever that quarterback's going to be will never have taken a snap in an OVC game. So that'll be interesting. And, of course, at that position, that guy has to perform for us. But if he can come along, as we anticipate that he will, he's got a great supporting cast. We have all our running backs returning. We have all our wide receivers returning, which incidentally is probably our strongest position on the offensive side of the ball. Where we had to replace a few guys is in the offensive line. We graduated 3 seniors, so if we can do that, we'll be okay. Defensively, we've got our secondary basically intact. Linebackers, we have a strong linebacker group. Where we're short a little bit depth-wise is at the defensive tackle position. So if we can fill that spot, and then, you know, as the saying goes, the game is won and lost up front on both sides of the ball. So if we can get those 2 slots filled, I think we'll be a contender again and very, very competitive.
Excellent. What is your key to longevity in college football? You're now in your 23rd year, tied for 5th nationally among active coaches. In tenure at the same school?
Well, you know, I've been very fortunate, to say the least. I'm at a place that I think appreciates the way that we go about interacting with our players, our emphasis on an education. We've got a strong administration. Barbara Burke, our athletic director, is the best that I've been around in my 23 years there. We're very supportive, gives us all the resources we need to be successful. I just love the game. Obviously, this entering my 49th year in coaching overall. I love the competitiveness of it. As long as my health is there, I want to continue to coach.
Excellent. Last year you played Penn State. This year you started Iowa. Tell us a little bit about your schedule and how it plays out for your team.
Yeah, well, out of the frying pan into the fire. Iowa's a very good football team. We've been able to watch them the last week or so, and I know Kirk Ferentz very well. He's a great man and does a great job there. It'll be a great challenge for us. There's no question about it. Our football team understands that, but you know, in 49 years, I've seen a lot of funny bounces from that football, and you never know what's going to happen. We'll prepare our team the best we possibly can. Hope we get that quarterback position solidified and go in there and obviously going up there not to lose but to win a football game. I would reflect back a few years ago when Appalachia State went into Michigan, and we all know what happened there. So hopefully the same thing will happen for us.
Very good. What are your general impressions about the OVC race this year?
I think it's going to be highly competitive. I really do. It's interesting. I've seen how the pre-season predictions have have come down, and there's a lot of teams at the top of that feeling that have not been there in the past, but that's the way the league is going. Everybody, starting from the ground up, the last place team on up, has a shot, and I think it's going to be the same way this year.
Excellent. I think, Coach, the last piece is to have you do a little plug for our program and to say make sure and watch the OVC Game of the Week on Wazoo Sports.
Absolutely. Wazoo Sports is doing a great job televising the games in the OVC. We've got a great conference, and we'll be there for you.
Great.